Hey guys, and welcome back to part 2 of my short course or tutorial on how to create these amazing mockups as you see on the screen right now using your own artwork that you actually create in Midjourney. And then if we are going to sell it or showcase it on our website, how to create mockups that really display it beautifully. And all of this can be done within Midjourney. We've already covered a loads of stuff in part 1, guys. So if you haven't seen part 1, you really need to see it now before you see this video. So I'm actually popping the link in the subscription. Please take a look. We've done mockups for mugs, for canvas, and in this part we are going to be doing so much more. Guys, so originally I was going to split this tutorial into parts 2 and 3. But as I sort of like kept thinking about it, I decided to do like one larger or longer video where I will sort of give you all the information that you may need to create these artworks rather than sort of like do 3 tutorials. So that means that on Wednesday, there won't be any part 3 because parts 2 and 3 are combined. Okay, let's get started. Guys, so in part 1, I would like to talk about a little bit about the dimensions of this canvas. Now, as amazing as this zoom feature is, it does tend to sort of like give us what it wants. Sometimes, as we saw in part 1, we've had these canvases sitting on their sofas, but it's very important to get the size approximately right at least. There's not much of a sort of like problem with poster size canvas, so whether that's 5 aspect ratio 5:7 or 4:3 or 9:16, you know, we will always get some sort of concise image on the wall and not too sort of like large that cannot be used or printed. But we may struggle with sort of like these kind of images, yeah, which are 3:2. Sometimes it gave us, as we saw again in the part 1, we've had a beautiful jaguar all over the wall. And I will find it in a break and show you. So let's just sort of like see what we can do. I'm just going to close this one down. What we can do to sort of make sure that our size of the canvas on the wall is the size that customer can print or have printed at printers. So I have been experimenting with quite a few. Well, first of all, I'm just going to show you how to do this, just in case you don't remember from part 1. So if I just go to images and I'm going to open this in Discord. And yeah, so I'm just going to upscale number 3. They're all very beautiful. You just jump to present. And I'm going to press custom zoom, guys, and I'm going to just delete all this. And I'm going to add here modern living room, large canvas on the wall. So guys, the first thing that I will try is large canvas. And let's see what it does. As we saw in my other example in part 1, it was giving us some euros as well. So let's see what we can do. So I'm just going to press submit. And I've already got results from the first one. So here we have the results from the first one. Now, this is not bad at all. Actually, this is all very, very possible and, you know, realistic. So this is I use the word large. Now, let's see what other words we can use and what it gives us. So here I added 10 times 10 size canvas on a wall. Now, in some examples, different canvases that I was doing, sometimes it would give us smaller amount, but smaller size. But this is, again, very, very good, very usable. So we've got some nice framework here. And again, everything matches, everything is stylized. I really like this. Now, if we then do small size canvas, I think it's a little bit smaller. I mean, to be honest, I can't really tell. But yeah, there's not much control that we have over this. But as long as it's not a massive mural, you know, so, you know, that would be completely unimaginable, like print out, because even though we have now this upscaling 4 times and we can even upscale 15 times, we never know, you know, like how the quality will be of this. So let's just see what it did for us here. Okay, so again, very, very beautiful designs. And don't forget, guys, this is Canva. large. I use the word large in these, and oh my god, these are like almost like beautiful televisions, aren't they? Like this is literally like a television. So, oh, it's very beautiful. So these are all very doable. I think, these would be quite realistic. These are quite realistic dimensions that someone can print. Um, Again, here you can see they're very, very beautiful. So guys, just to recap what I've been playing around with. So I've been using the word large Canva, and I was getting this. I was using 10 times 10 size Canva, so sort of like this one, but play around with it, see what you get. Just going to close this down. And also I was trying the word small size Canva. Yeah. So, I mean, they are all very, very beautiful. I love how the colors are and styles are matching. But yeah, so very importantly, guys, play around with canvas. Again, as I mentioned in the beginning, the poster size is not as much of a problem, but this can be a problem. It can actually create murals for us. And we're going to take a break now, but I will actually come back with that Jaguar that I was telling you from part 1 and the mural that it was creating. See you in a second. Okay, guys, so I've managed to find my beautiful, beautiful Jaguar. So as you can see here, it's sort of creating murals. Now, arguably with murals, you don't have to, well, I've heard, I don't know, I've never created one, but I've heard and or seen online that, the quality of it, well, because you are looking at it from quite a distance, so it doesn't need to be like perfect, but I still wouldn't probably venture into this as it is at the moment. I mean, I don't know. I know that there are some really, really good upscalers out there, but I haven't tried this. So, but that's just what I've read or heard. So guys, here I've used beautiful living room with medium-sized Canva on the wall. And as you can see, again, Midjourney surprised me by doing the largest it can do. And then what I also wanted to show you, so this one beautiful living room with 10 times 20 inch Canva on the wall. So basically I just made up some dimensions, and it does seem to be sort of like taking that into account, and it sort of gave me these ones. So these are much, much more realistic and stunning. Yeah. So guys, play around with the words. The words are very important. Also, so what you tell Midjourney to create, be prepared for some fun situations and results, but so this is what you can do. Yeah. So when you specify, I mean, to be honest, I noticed that this doesn't really matter as long as you put 10 times something and Canva and a size and da. So back to our beautiful, beautiful mock-up. So in this part, we're going to be taking a look at some coffee shops. We're going to be looking at how to create flyers like this. And also, when we are swapping the words around and, adding power words to it, what it adds to our mockups. So guys, if you use the flyers and basically the graphics, I have actually been sort of working with it for quite a while now. It's actually quite amazing what you can create. You can create any type of flyer, poster. Obviously, we're going to get a text that doesn't make any sense. But actually, you know what? I don't mind that at all, because obviously we need to add our own text. So, and it's very, very simple to delete this in Canva. To me, this is not a lot of text, so this would be literally like just be deleted immediately. And then we have so many templates on Canva for any type of leaflet that you can imagine or poster, so that we can actually take inspiration from, what needs to be on this type of poster or flyer. And don't forget that a customer will want to sort of have their own details. So it's even better if you can do editable poster or flyer like this. So guys, with this one, excuse me, I did a very, very simple prompt design promotional flyer for takeaway creamy coffee. I like for posters and flyers aspect ratio of 5.7. I mean, that's what you would find on Canva as well. And then basically the same as before. So basically we now, oh, okay, so that's not the one. So let me just see where my posters are. Yes, so these are what I created with that particular poster. And I think there's quite a few more. Yeah, this one as well. And we're just going to go through prompts and how I did that. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to my. I've got a little cold, so I really, really apologize. Okay, so I'm just going to grab this. I don't want to do cozy because I think here I wasn't using the word cozy. Let me just see what I did here. Okay, so I think I've been doing everywhere cozy. So let's just copy that. Here, obviously, you may see that I have added the words cozy and small illuminated flyer on the wall. Yeah. So here I specify that it's a small flyer. I mean, it's not particularly small, but it's really usable, right? Or it can be used as a poster. Now here, I did cozy coffee shop flyer on a wall. So basically I didn't do illuminated. So they're sort of like this. They don't have that kind of cozy feel like the one before. This is a different one. And here we have cozy coffee shop flyer on the wall. So the simpler you go, the simpler your results will be. Of course, I was also using different aspect ratio. Here is 3 to 3.2. So guys, very, very simple. Again, I'm going to custom zoom and I'm going to delete all this. And I'm just going to grab my cozy modern coffee shop small illuminated flyer on the wall, zoom to. Okay, I'm just going to let that do its job. Now the same thing here, design promotional flyer for takeaway creamy coffee. So here I did creamy coffee. Yum, yum, yum. This is sort of like we call this Vienna coffee in Slovakia. And again, you know, so that same process, custom zoom, and then we have you know, these kind of posters. Yeah, I think I'm already mixing it up. Guys, basically pretty much that same process. Yeah, so we've got a creamy coffee here and, you know, poster or flyer. Obviously, for a flyer, this is quite big. So it's sort of like creating posters for us. But you know what? It's really beautiful. Yeah, and again, this is that cozy one. Okay, so let's see what it created for us. I think it should be done now. Okay, so it's sort of getting there, 78%. And this is fast, but it's on Saturday, so obviously we have a little bit of wait. So while we're waiting, oh, okay, so it's done now. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah. So again, quite a few of them are very, very usable. I love number 1, number 2, number 3. I mean, this one, if it was a little bit centered. Next, we have these very, very beautiful sort of coffee posters, or, you know, I can imagine them even sort of like be all over a coffee shop, you know, to create that cozy atmosphere. So this is like a delightful and heartwarming sketch note of an old coffee, childlike white background, and I also included an artist. This is the same. So again, guys, you know, we've got a lot of text that doesn't make any sense. So that's something to bear in mind. And then we have here vintage commercial poster, yeah, vintage drawing style. And I really loved creating the vintage ones. We have again sketch note. So I'll just sort of like quickly show you again vintage commercial flyer. Oh, it really takes you back, doesn't it? And then still vintage commercial flyers here. What we have? Oh yeah, still that. Yeah. So again, the sketch note. Then I did just sort of show you quicker. Oh, I love these guys. So a coffee menu on a chalkboard with a cup of coffee, chalk letters, process out literally detailed colored vintage. I love these guys as well. Yeah, so you can literally like give customer an imagination of what they could create. Again, very, very nice, you know. And we need to obviously do the graphics in Canva, but it gives us beautiful colors and beautiful ideas and the font as well that we could be using. So we would just literally just delete the nonsense and add our own sense to it. Yeah, look at how beautiful these are, right? It's a chalkboard, so it would go outside or inside, telling customers what they can get. So again, this is the vintage commercial coffee poster. And then I did, what is this one? Okay, so modern coffee shop flyer. You can try, what is this? Coffee hotel flyer in template or the coffee shop flyer template. Yeah, again, if you want to do graphics, there's so many options, guys. Professional price list design, coffee shop, professional color scheme, um, design professional flyer for takeaway coffee. I mean, literally like such beautiful results, guys. Just quickly show you what you can do. Literally, it's never ending. Beautiful. Yeah, flyers, menus, templates. Um, and again, guys, as I mentioned, on Canva, you can find so many templates of the text that you should be using. Now, here is a coffee poster of different types of coffee in the style of dark aquamarine, but of course, you can choose color. You would have to obviously delete these and find out what each one is, but how lovely, right? Oh my goodness. Actually, really fancy coffee when I look at it. Yeah, so there's just sometimes we get, as you can see, we get sometimes like a hint of proper word, iced coffee, I'm guessing, or coffee. Yeah, so again, here to almost like a takeaway, I can tell. Yeah, guys, so there's so much you can do. Yeah, and now we are going to be obviously creating the templates, oh, look at these as well. These are so great. Yeah, we are looking at it from the top on these. A coffee poster of different many types of coffee. Yeah. Okay, guys, so that's it for this part. And in the next part, we are going to be creating beautiful mock-ups for these. Okay, guys, and let's take a look at our beautiful mock-ups. Guys, so again, the process is the same. So I'm just doing custom zoom, delete everything, and then I'm just going to be showing you what I added for each one. Yeah, so again, this custom zoom and zoom out too. And then let's get started. So again, this cozy coffee shop flyer on the wall, but it obviously is creating more of posters for us, but look how gorgeous that is. Guys, one thing I should mention, this process only works with artwork that we create in Midjourney. If we sort of like, because obviously we need to edit this, yeah, so if we edit it, then we can't sort of like put it back into Midjourney. It doesn't work that way. It can only do this with artwork that actually is done in Midjourney. So we need to be aware whether we are just going to be using text-based artwork as an inspiration only, or whether we want to present it this way, because obviously text doesn't make any sense. So it would be up to you to sort of like decide how you want to use it. I would probably use text-based files and sketch notes as an inspiration rather than sort of like doing it this way, because the text doesn't make any sense and we do need to edit it. So it works perfectly, like, it's ready to go with canvas where there's no text, posters and what have you. But for these, for graphics, I don't know whether that would be more for an inspiration. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. But look how gorgeous that is. Yeah. And again, we added cozy coffee shop fly on the wall. Here I did the same thing, but I changed aspect ratio to 3.2 and look how gorgeous. I mean, these results are just wonderful. I mean, this is so cozy. You can just imagine yourself sitting there, can't you? And here as well, it sort of like keeps the colors really muted. Oh my God, it's just lovely. And then we have, I'm just going to close these so that not too much is open. So now we've got that. And then we've got these as well. So again, this poster is sat very low. This one as well, it's sort of like sitting on the table. Oh my goodness, look, I love that it gives like different frames to them. So it sort of like livens them up. It's just beautiful. And what else have we got? We've got these. These are probably, I think, similar to the last one, if not the same. Oh, guys, so another thing that I was experimenting with is sort of like creating really, like in London, we have some really cozy coffee shops with this kind of like old chic paper vintage postcards background, and it's just such a cozy and beautiful feeling. So the way I prompted these was vintage rustic aged shabby chic paper background of vintage postcards with weathered edges, postage stamps and faded handwritten notes. And look how gorgeous these are. And let's see what they look like on the wall. Oh my goodness, look at that, right? I mean, just gorgeous. Oh, just perfection. You just sit there and just enjoy your coffee or tea. And let's see more of these. I really love them. So this is a beautiful coffee shop with large canvas on wall. Um, yeah, look at them. Oh, I think I've got more. Let me just quickly grab it. Um, usually you create so many sort of like projects advanced, don't you? So again, I'm using just one same prompt, beautiful rustic coffee shop with large canvas on the wall. So we did quite large, and look how gorgeous, right? I really love this. Yeah. Guys, so that's another idea that we can do. And in the next part, we're going to be looking at more commercial posters and flyers, such as car wash. Well, you'll see. Welcome back, guys. So here I was creating some flyers for a car wash option menu. When you're going to wash your car. I mean, to be honest, I live in England, and I've never seen this kind of nice display. But how nice it would be if you come to the car wash and something like this would be up. I really like it. You can again specify colors. So this is a simple car wash option menu. Use the orange and yellow colors. Use text, no infographic, and stylize is 250. So yeah, and really, really nice results. I also tried that in orange. And guys, the same thing. So I upscaled the one that I wanted. And then here are my car washes. Yeah, let's take a look. So here are my flyers on the wall as you go into the car wash. And let's see what I used. A car wash showroom with large poster, and I actually added aspect ratio 3.2, and there I have it. Yeah, so it sort of added something on the sides because obviously it's a large wall, but it kept our original graphics the same. Yeah, and how cool is that, right? Again, whether as an inspiration or, whatever we want to do with it. Now we've got these really, really cute burger menus. I mean, look how gorgeous these are. These are like proper American, and sort of a little bit of retro. So Americana fast food burger menu, drive-through board screen, 90s vintage red. So we've got these results. How gorgeous are these? And I upscaled number one. And then when I did that, I got this. So beautiful American milkshake and burger bar, vintage chairs and decors, large menu on the wall. So I basically changed it to large menu on the wall and aspect ratio 3.2. Let's take a look. I mean, this is quite fun because it actually sat this big burger on a table. I mean, look in each one. Can you imagine having that kind of like large burger? So yes, I mean, it's quite funny what it comes up with. But of course, if we keep rerunning the prompt and we would specify no burger on a table, it probably wouldn't do it. But yeah, that's another idea. In the next part, more ideas. And guys, in this final part, we are going to be taking a look at how to present our beautiful mobile phone backgrounds that again, we created Midjourney, and also how we can maybe sell sort of like ideas for dance studios. But guys, again, there is no limit to what you can create here. So these are just some of my graphics that I was creating as for a dance studio. Okay, so guys, basically creating mobile phone backgrounds, and I've got loads of them on my website. I can pop the link underneath this video. It's very, very simple. We can literally do anything. This is in New York. The most important thing is aspect ratio, which is 9:16. So again, guys, that aspect ratio is 9:16, and this is a perfect aspect ratio for any mobile background that you either giving away or creating for yourself or selling. So how do I then create a mockup for it? Well, it's very, very simple. I'm going to put mobile phone, again, guys, that zoom function, and then mobile phone screen with wallpaper, vivid splash of colors in the background. And as we can see, any of these is usable. It's got our beautiful wallpaper that we either selling or presenting. We can even add super words like power, sort of tilted mobile phone, and these beautiful results. Yeah, so again, that guys, aspect ratio when creating mobile phone backgrounds is 9:16, and then basically very simply we create more beautiful. Yeah, sometimes it sort of like adds stuff to it, but we don't have to worry about those ones. I mean, this is beautiful, yeah. Okay, and the next one is going to be some of my dance studio. So again, guys, that was the same process. I mean, I've done these images quite a while back, so I'm not going to dig them out, but I'm just going to show you basically how beautiful these are. So again, I only had this one originally, yeah, and then the words that I've used were beautiful modern dance studio with large canvas on the wall, and of course Zoom 2. I mean, this is something that I honestly truly love, but originally I just had this lady. Yeah, that was the original image, and then it sort of added these elements to it, and it's just, some of these are just gorgeous. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, and this is how you would present your artwork to businesses, whether it's a waiting room, offices, dance studios, anything really. And again here, and then I did these ones as well. So I basically originally only had this sort of like a dancer, sort of like with a veil, and it created some, well, not as nice as the other ones, but very, very nice artworks as well. And then, yeah, so guys, yeah, this is it. I mean, how simple it is to create truly beautiful mockups, right? I mean, let me just see if I can show you anything else. I mean, there's so much I've done, honestly, because I think after New Year, I really want to do more graphics, because that's how I started originally before I got to know Midjourney. But yeah, I just love everything Canvas. There's so much you can do. I mean, look, this is just sort of like a invitation again that I did for Valentine's coming up. So again, you can present your invitations in an old pub setting, old rustic English pub. Guys, so I hope you